You're now listening to the Palmetto Dugout Show, hosted by State Director Sammy Esposito, Associate Scouts Drew Stewart and Sean Smith, that discuss all things related to amateur baseball in South Carolina. Here are your hosts.
Welcome to the third high school preview. We got Coach Weathers at Westside. Coach, different school this year, but what's going on?
Yeah, man, it's great. I spent 7 years at Daniel. It was great. I appreciate everything that happened there, but it's been a good move so far. I really like it at Westside. Good people, real supportive, and they want to win. So when you're in an environment like that, it's easy to go to work every day and put the work in. So.
Yeah, no doubt. Right before we started recording this, obviously you got great facilities now at Westside as well.
Oh yeah, unbelievable. The turf field itself is worth its weight, and however much it costs, I don't even know. But haven't had to cut a blade of grass. And I feel like I can, make a full practice plan without having to worry about, all right, when am I going to get the grass cut, or when am I going to get this done? So it's a blessing to have it, and our kids are really blessed with it. It's something that I don't think they truly understand how special it is until some of them go on these visits to some of these smaller schools, and they come back and they're like, "Wow, coach, it was nice, but not like I." And I'm like, "Yeah, you're gonna have to kind of work with what you got there, but you're very blessed." And I don't want to say spoiled, but they are blessed. So.
Well, it's like they go on these visits to colleges, and they look at some of these college fields like, God, we had nicer stuff in high school. So Obviously that's nice.
Yes. And they take a lot of pride in it. They keep it clean.
Yeah.
And they work on it, and they want to keep it nice and show it off. So it's nice to have that motivation to get them to work on it and stuff like that. So.
So in year one, let's kind of talk about returning guys that come back to Westside this year that kind of stand out to you.
Yeah, so we only have 3 seniors on the squad this year. Jalen Telley's going to be in the outfield for us. Jacob Kirkus, just committed to USC Union. He's going to be a big part of our rotation this fall or this spring on the mound. And then Trenton Slayton, he's going to get work at catcher and first base probably. 3 great kids. Jalen's playing football right now, so we hope he keeps playing through December. 1st of December, but. Sooner we get him back, the better too. He's going to run that outfield for us and be productive out there. But we have about 15 juniors in the program. Jackson Holmes, great returning guy. He's going to be a big part of the rotation, play third base for us. We have 2 twins, Mason and Landon, that are going to be big pieces up the middle for us defensively and hopefully on the mound. Jamison Wilson, Will Thomas, MJ Lee is going to be a big part of that. Phoenix Herndon. I could go on and on. We got a ton of guys coming back. Tyler Scott, he was the pitcher of the year in the region as a freshman. Tore his ACL last spring in football season. I see him every day in the weight room after school, just working his butt off. And we're hoping he comes back full strength. But any strength of Tyler Scott's going to help us in the spring. He's that dynamic of a player, so we're looking forward to having him back. CJ Alexander has gotten better from day one till now. All of them have. This fall has been very beneficial to us with just trying to get to know the kids and find out their strengths and, work on the things they need to work on. And, just to get to know the kids. It's a great group. They're good, respectful kids who want to work hard, had good families. And it's been a nice transition from Daniel to here. So, and they've made it easy, the kids, and Coach West, the athletic director, everything's been great. So, but we have a talented group of kids that we're expecting a lot from this spring. So,
yeah, and we kind of talked before too. Is when I've seen Westside, they've always had talent, and it sounds like you've got it now. But what about some newcomers that have a chance to step up and make a big impact?
Yeah, so I know as a freshman he played some varsity, but a kid named Brody Caudle, big, strong, physical kid who's going to catch for us and maybe play some first base. But every day we take batting practice, we're chasing balls all over the place because he's peppering them out of there and controls the bat really well. Super athletic. He's strong as an ox, breaking weight room records every day for his weight class. He's the kind of kid that in the weight room every semester he gets picked as a captain for the Ram Challenge, and that says a lot about a young kid his age. But as far as young guys go, he might be the only one that really gets up there with the number of juniors we have. But Brody Cottle's a name to keep after or keep an eye on because he's a special young man with a lot of talent.
I was about to say it's going to be hard to have some newcomers with 15
Yeah.
juniors. That's going to be a big senior night in a year.
Yeah, yeah. This year will be quick, and then next year we'll have to start an hour early. So yeah. Or do it after.
So
the
oh yeah, that's going to be a fun one.
Oh yeah,
You might have to split it up like some of these schools do. Just
yeah.
do like 5 guys, one game.
That's right. Yeah.
So in year one, what are your kind of expectations for this upcoming high school season?
I think I said this last year. Expectations are a dangerous thing. Obviously, my personality is I want to win everything. You know what I mean? Like I hate to lose more than I enjoy winning. And sometimes that's a bad thing because you lose sight of the process and things like that. But this fall we've really tried to instill the we not me attitude that I brought with us here. And the kids have really bought into that. In fact, one of the things I noticed in our last fall game was I heard from our dugout, hey, 2 strikes, swing for us here, swing for us. And one of the things we talk about is you get those first two strikes are yours. Do what you want with them. But that third strike belongs to us. It belongs to that W. And, just to see the buy-in and the character growing, things like that we've noticed this fall has been great. But I think the expectation is just to continue that into the spring. As far as wins and losses go, I don't know that you can put a number on it any year. You know what I mean? I've had years where I thought, man, we could win 20 games, and you go out and win 8. The ball just doesn't bounce your way sometimes. And we talk about it all the time. You can put the work in, you can work hard and outwork everybody, but that doesn't mean that the success is going to come. Sometimes you got to learn to work hard and be a part of the process. And I think the biggest goal for us right now is to just continue buying in, continue to do the little things right that we've harped on this fall, and be good people off the field. My goal for them is when they leave Westside, I want them to be better people than they are baseball players. And I think a lot of times the wins and losses take care of themselves. Excuse me, they take care of themselves when you start to handle those things off the field. And it's also a hard lesson. Failure is like it's almost like potting soil. You got to have it to. It's like fertilizer. You got to have it to grow. You got to have it to be successful. So hopefully, we learn to appreciate the wins, and we also learn to learn from those mistakes that we make, the failures that we have. But I could go on and on. There's so many things that we can do this spring. But I think the biggest thing is just continue on the path we're on, and when we get to that door, let's kick it in, and let's find a way to win some ball games and be competitive and do the little things right.
We're continuing to build that culture, which pays off in the long run.
Absolutely.
Especially when you get those playoffs as well.
Oh yeah, it's like I told our seniors, you guys may not see the fruits of the labor. You guys may not see all those wins, but you get a chance to set the foundation for the guys behind you. And I told them, I was like, be the senior you wish you had as a freshman. Like, be that senior leader that you wish you had on your side when you were a freshman. And they've really bought into that. They're doing a great job. And, the accountability between the team is great. It can't always be me that holds them accountable. You got to learn to have that accountability within the program. And they've done a great job so far. I'm really excited about where we're headed. So.
Yeah, no doubt. I didn't prep for this question, but it's an easy one. Your upcoming schedule, what's biggest games, tournaments? What are you most looking forward to on that schedule?
Man, I'll be honest with you. I'm looking forward to just getting on the field in our scrimmages. We're scrimmaging Seneca, Powdersville, and Wren, so we're going to get challenged, and that was kind of the plan. And then of course we open up with JL Man in our preseason tournament, get Christchurch, and then Powdersville again, and of course that team across the county over there on that Hannah side.
On that Hannah side.
Yeah, we get them twice the second week of March. So that's always a big deal for our kids. And, of course, the region is so competitive, with Greenwood, Greenville, Easley. and even Pickens and Berea. You have to take every game seriously, and especially with the 3-game series,
Yeah.
it can be tough, but it can also be rewarding too. So, I'm just looking forward to competing and seeing our guys get after it, and just like I said, those 3 scrimmages are going to tell us a lot about who we are and where we're going, and that's what they're for. We're not necessarily trying to win or lose them, but we want to see where we're at. So.
Yeah, those 3 scrimmages will be some pretty good teams returning some talent.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. So,
well, Coach, we appreciate you hopping on and kind of talking about Westside a little bit.
Yeah, thank y'all. I appreciate what y'all do for our state and high school baseball. So appreciate y'all.
Yes, sir.